Okay, I felt like playing some of these old NES games that are available on the, I guess, like the NES and SNES apps, sort of. Yeah, so when you pay for, I think it's, I'm not sure if it's called like, let's just call it the Club Nintendo for old time's sake. When you pay for that, you get 2 free apps, which is the SNES app and the NES app. And on these, you have like a standard collection of just old NES classic games. So for those who don't know, the NES was a game console. Like, it was the first game console that Nintendo made back in 1980 something. And yeah, I just, this is the kind of stuff that I grew up on. So I just felt like playing some of these old games for a bit. My plan is to play Metroid eventually, and I think Metroid is here. Yeah, there's Metroid. Because it's a really important game to me. Metroid was really different for like most Nintendo games. Like, most of these are kind of color friendly, and they look cheerful and nice, and I mean, yeah, just out there. Dodgeball looks nice. But Metroid is quite different, so I felt like making like a brief introduction, just playing some of these, like randomly, some of these NES games, and yeah, just showing them off and playing them for a bit. Like, I don't feel like finishing all of them, except for Metroid, which I want to finish. I think I'm gonna start with Gradius, and there seems to be some kind of like special mode where you start on the final levels with like cheat codes, and you get special power-ups and stuff. But I'm just gonna play the normal, the classic. Yeah, there it is. Just the normal ones. So yeah, as you can see at the top, Konami, Gradius. So yeah, this is back when Konami made games, I guess. Yeah, so I think my dad actually still knows the Konami code, which is impressive. Because we used to play this together. Not that often, but enough to make a lasting memory. And what I remember most fondly about like these old Nintendo games is that they are not afraid of just like throwing you into like a really harsh situation. Like, this is already like quite intense when you think about like how many projectiles you need to dodge, and like the stuff you need to keep track of. Like, I got this menu back at the bottom which tracks my power-ups, and whenever I pick up one of these red things, which I couldn't do now, I want goofy. Then it moves the cursor in the bottom to the right. So it's kind of like a resource management that you have to keep track of. Yes, I got the missile. The missile is great because it drops a missile on the ground, and it just like keeps tracking the ground, which is really good on this stage because there's a lot of things to keep track of. Now I've got double shot. Nice. So the weird like figure 8 thing that I have in front of the ship is like a shield. But the thing about this is that it only protects like from the front. So these projectiles could still kill me if they land straight on, but I think, yeah, I'm good. And so this red thing is like a companion follower, and it also shoots and drops missiles when I fire. But yeah, at the end of every stage, there's a boss fight. Nothing extraordinary. And then you get to fight these these kinds of special spaceships. Take a lot more hits, and then when you're done, you proceed to the next level. Easy peasy. It's not easy. It's quite demanding, actually. Yeah. And I'm playing this on the Switch controller, and I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of what do you call it? Like the D-pad, or like it's not really a D-pad. It's just like 4 individual buttons, so it's kind of challenging to like keep track of your directions. Yeah, so I got the laser now, and the laser is great. Now that I mean, so as you can see at the bottom, I still have some speed left that I can upgrade. But the thing is that if you upgrade speed too much, like your ship becomes almost impossible to control. So I usually opt to like just get 1 or 2 of them, so I can still control my like movements and such. But I'm gonna make sure to oh dang, ooh, to just get my upgrades and keep it on. I think it's the second to last, because you lose the shield actually. The shield has an HP, so I can only like absorb so many projectiles when I with the ship, basically. So when that dissipates, I obviously wanna recharge it as fast as possible. So that's why my cursor is gonna stay on the second to last one. What happened here? Is it the old like Graham crackers boss? Yeah. So you gotta like avoid these things, which is a whole. And I don't think my shield actually works on these things. So I gotta focus a bit and try to avoid them. This is actually going far better than I thought. I'm not to like jinx it or anything. Yeah, I've actually gotten way further than I thought I would. And now, when you proceed to the next levels, these guys get way harder. And now you can see that my shield is getting red. It's getting low on health, so I'm gonna lose it soon. It could be smart to actually take some deliberate hits, and then we recharge the shield. Okay, so it's the last one. Okay, now, so I took a deliberate hit there to get rid of my shield, so I could like recharge it. Ooh. Oh, I got all 3 of them. That's awesome. Okay, so I misremember. I forgot about those. Oh yeah, it's the Easter level. Yeah, so there's Easter statues in space, obviously. Okay, so it's the last one. I misremembered. It's not the second to last. It's the last one for the shield. Yeah, so this is I have fond memories of this game. It's an old NES classic, and I mean there's so many Gradius games, but I haven't I like these. I like space shoot 'em ups, and so, but I don't really feel like playing them all the time. It's not my go-to genre, if you may. But I do play my occasional like side-scroller shooter. I think Ikaruga is definitely my favorite. Very like skill-demanding games, and yeah, I'm not regretting the missiles right now. The missiles are doing me a solid. So obviously I'm not a fan of like being fired at from behind because I don't have shields in my rear. They're in the front. Okay, so I got this. Nice. Okay, what happened here? What happened? It's these guys. I fucking hate these guys. Because you gotta like... Because you can't really like avoid them, so you have to spam them. Ooh! No, as you can see, you can sort of dodge them. Ooh! Yeah, I got him. Yeah. This is going surprisingly well. I was expecting to die on the second level. I mean, I can die, but the thing is that this game has like a really Japanese style difficulty where you die once, you lose everything, basically. And I say Japanese because it's kind of like a design theme in old Japanese versions of games and such. Like in Mario 1, I believe, when you're small and you grab a mushroom, you get big, and then when you grab a flower, you get flower power, obviously. And the thing is, when you get hit in the Japanese version, you go straight to being small, like straight up. And in the European version, when you have the flower upgrade, then and you get hit, then in the European version you get, like, you just lose the flower ability, I believe. I'm gonna be, well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I remember that being the case, like in other games too. Like it's not enough that you die and you lose progress and an extra life. You actually lose all of your abilities. And obviously this game is quite intense. Having shields is amazing, and obviously having the companion upgrades is really good. No. So yeah, I'm gonna try and stay a bit higher up so that missiles will do most of the work, because there's gonna be a lot of enemies on the top, and I don't have the double shot. I mean, I could go for the double shot, but I need to lose my shield. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, so this deliberately taking damage is actually it can actually be a strategic move. Okay. Ooh. All right. Oh, do I want to go for? I'm doing really well with lasers. Oh yeah. So this is So yeah, this is an inversion of what you saw at the first level, where obviously you have the volcanoes at the bottom, and now they're at the top. They still have gravity though. I mean, the rocks still fall. Yeah, there you go. I'm not gonna beat this game on the first try. That's not gonna happen. That's unreal though. That's like, that's a bit much. Because I haven't played this game in quite a while. But I'm actually gonna use the spin points for this, because I got it pretty far, so I might as well, like, make a save state. Let's see if I have to use it or not. I think I will. Although I didn't aim to beat this game. And basically, you don't really beat Gradius. It kind of repeats, and it loops on itself. I think I should draw Vic Viper. Vic Viper is the name of the ship. It's kind of like an old cult classic. Okay, what? This, yeah. So this is how you know they've done the emulation on the Switch properly. You had ooh, okay. I gotta. Oh, this is hard because the arms keep reaching for you, and they shoot at you, which is obviously bad time. And you can see that they have a lot of frame drops and such. But ooh, so obviously when one of these things go out of frame, the frame rate goes back to normal. And that can actually be a negative thing, because this is giving me a lot more leeway, a lot more time to dodge. And I really have to spam fire. Yeah, I got this. This is going well. My right arm is... I'm just hammering. Ooh. Okay, so I'll go behind this guy. Go around him. And then maybe I can kill him from this angle. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Ooh, dangerous. Alright, here you go. What's the boss? Okay. That's one. Okay. I have to... It's hard to talk because I'm really exerting my right arm. So, ooh! That's good I got the frame drops there, because I didn't initially see that I actually lost the shield. Okay, so I'm just gonna avoid you. Yeah, because you don't need to kill all of them. You can just avoid them if you want to. And I have one of these boys. Ooh. Yeah, so these are getting fast. But I'm pretty comfortable with the speed I have. There you go. And you know, if I change the speed, you know, I might actually move out of my comfort zone. So I think I'm like for upgrades, I feel pretty comfortable. Gonna grab these. Gonna grab the bottom. Ooh. So now I'm gonna go back to the last upgrade, and I'm gonna keep the lasers. The lasers are amazing, even though it's hard to aim. I mean, you obviously can't aim upwards, and I'm dropping missiles below me, so I'll have to leave that as it's one of my weaknesses essentially. Oh, it's this level. No! Oh, I am screwed. And I died immediately afterwards. So, yeah, this is not... And I just... Ooh! Damn it, yeah. This is gonna be a bad time. This is not gonna be easy. You lose so much by dying. Put that on a t-shirt. Damn it. Like, how are you supposed to get through this level without upgrades? You know, you just can't. You know what? No, that's loser talk. It didn't even aim at me. Oh, I'm so screwed. I am so screwed. Yeah, so like I said before, like when you lose a life in Gradius, like you lose everything. Well, yep, that's it for Gradius. Yeah, it just kicked my ass. I had a good run. I think if I died earlier, I could have like gotten back my my upgrades, but well, you can't win all of them. And up next, I think I'll play another NES game. Bye.